So when you arrive at Living Way Church, you're going to find that the doors are wide open. No opening and closing doors. You're not going to have to open or close any doors. They're all going to be open for you with the exception of the restrooms, because you want those restroom doors closed. But when you use those restrooms, we encourage you, wash your hands. Wash your hands with soap and water frequently. Now here in the foyer, we're going to ask you, don't congregate in the foyer. Instead, make sure you move through the hallways, and go find a seat as efficiently as possible. In fact, there's going to be an usher here in the foyer, and he or she will be saying, hey, keep moving along. They're not there for you to chat with you. They will welcome you. They will say, hey, I'm glad that you're here, but go find a seat in the sanctuary. The other thing you'll notice in here is we'll have our offering box. This is how we're going to collect and receive our offerings. There's a simple slot right here. You drop the offering envelope or check or any kind of donation that you'd like to give, drop it right in there, and then there's a bottle of hand sanitizer so that we're not passing the plate. Okay? When you arrive in the sanctuary, you'll see, again, the doors will be wide open, and that's going to be a little bit different. You'll find that we have designated every other row we've blocked off with this sign. To maintain 6 feet distancing, this row is closed. Every other row. Now, it just so happens that between each row is a distance of 6 feet. So this makes it really comfortable and easy for us to determine what's a nice, safe physical distancing. Another thing that you'll notice is that the back 2 rows of the side section have this sign that says, this row is reserved for families with children. We want families with children to be able to be a part of our church worship time. It's a little bit of a bummer, but at this time, we don't get to have children's ministry services. So that means if you're coming to church with kids, you're taking care of your kids. They're going to be with you the entire time. If you go out and play out in the grass, then just keep your eye on your children. Nobody's supervising them except for you. During our time of worship, which we love having our children in for worship anyways, but at this time, keep them with you in the seating arrangement, and we've reserved 4 different rows for that exact reason. Now, in addition to that, we're going to have our EC building available with 50 seats divided up into, with 10 groups of 5 seats, all separated. So those will be available for you if you want to watch a live stream of the service and feel like your kids are a little bit too rambunctious or a little bit too energetic, then you're more than welcome to be over in there. By the way, 50 people can go in the EC building, 100 people can go in our sanctuary. Our sanctuary seats 400 people. 400, but we're only seating 100. There's going to be plenty of physical distancing available for almost all of you to arrive. So we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to be here. We do have volunteers. All of our volunteers are going to go through a pre-screening, health screening process when they arrive. They're all going to be trained in best practices in avoiding any kind of sicknesses or transferring. They are all going to be wearing cloth face masks when they're performing their duties. And we have a team that's dedicated to disinfecting all of the hard surfaces before you arrive and after you leave. So we're doing our very best as a church family of volunteers to work together to make sure that this is that you feel like you can safely come to Living Way Church. Now, if you happen to be in a higher risk category, maybe due to age, maybe due to a health concern, we want you to feel comfortable staying home. Right? We're going to continue to provide the services, the live streams of the services, and that's going to make our in-person gatherings feel a little bit weird, because honestly, I'm not going to have my big pulpit here to speak behind. I'm going to be further back on the stage than usual, and our singers are going to be further back, and I'm going to be talking to a camera the same way I'm talking to this camera right now, as much as I'm talking to the congregation. So it's going to feel different. It's going to feel different wearing a mask to sing. It's going to feel different not being able to hug. It's going to feel different trying to maintain 6 feet social distancing. It's feeling different. We know that. We're prepared for that. But we still get to be together. We still get to lift up our voices in praise to Jesus Christ. We still get to hear the gospel message proclaimed to us live in person. So I want to invite you, if you feel comfortable, please come and join us on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock to worship God. Please follow these guidelines so that others can feel secure in coming as well. And together we're going to step into this process, and we're going to keep continuing best practices in such a way that as many people from our congregation and from our community can feel that they can come and hear the good news of Jesus Christ. I'm really excited for this Sunday. I cannot wait to see you all.